Brian here with you. Welcome into my office. We're sitting at my desk and we're going to now examine this stack of 100 vintage early to mid 20th century cartographic postcards. They are ranging in date from around 1900 to perhaps the 1950s. Every one of them has either globes or maps or some sort of cartographic image. This one is likely 1880s or 90s. In fact, I think that's the 1891 right there at the bottom. It's a chromolithograph. It's a nice little Scotland map there. Yes, some of these are actually have to be very scarce. This is an undivided back here. That could well be like 1902 or something. And here's a Liguria, the coast of Genoa in northern Italy. This is an interesting card here using a map in addition to a view with printing on the reverse. Look at this, a fantasy card, Course of True Love River, True Love, Mountains of Melancholy, Altar Bay, the Sea of Matrimony, Angry Shire, Sick Bed. And this is a scarce political themed card right here. The war relief for Ukraine, Federation right there, New York, early 20th century. Here's a panoramic view of the canal that can be identified. Port Said, yes, northern Egypt. And here is the Suez Canal. There are sometimes on these cards what appear to be the same card, but they are in fact variant issues of the card. This is actually slightly embossed right here. This is a very nice group. Someone has spent some time gathering these one at a time based on the theme. This is 1933 actually. And there's a couple of these very nice Central America and Mexico photo cards that would appear to date from the 50s, I should think, although they could be 30s or 40s. A lot of these, or quite a number, tend to be pictorial. They can also be cartoonish in nature. See, again, an undivided back, which are the earliest postcards, or undivided backs. Côte d'Azur, and here's Milan, and a panoramic view of the mountains and lakes in northern Italy. Here's Zurich, panoramic bird's eye view of the city with the bridges going across. Another bird's eye view. Yes, and here's a great pictorial map of Switzerland, dated, looks like 1910 perhaps. Okay, there's a card of the Bermudas. That's quite nice. That's an early card. It's probably from the teens. This is a real photo card, and it, I think, actually has original hand color. Yeah, it has original hand color on it. Okay, that's a scarce card. Some of these cards must be scarce. It'd be very difficult to find some of these cards if you went specifically looking for them, I should think. This is a great sort of area of collecting. Here is, with the original tab perforated still at the top. And there's another bird's eye view, New Brunswick. Yeah, that's nice. Look at that little on the Canadian border there. Yeah. Okay, Isle of Charm, Vancouver. And here is a variant issue of that same maritime Suez Canal. And here's a variant of this Bermuda one that has some text up here like this and this coat of arms down here. See, here's, right, if you put them side by side, you will notice that they are, in fact, different. There are differences on them. This one has that map, this does not. This has a little compass rose and a diagram with some explanation. This does not. They have different backs on them. They're different cards using the same map. And so, here we are, the Azores. This appears to have original hand color as well. And here is a different version of the one we looked at. Used. Very nice. Yes, I think sometimes postally used is actually as interesting or more interesting than not used. Some of these are advertising cards issued by hotels or businesses. Yeah, these are all pretty much, I would say, pre-1950. There could be a couple after that, but these are all the first 20, 30 years, I should think, of the 20th century. So they're a bit older than Some of the other batches will be that we've currently listed, and we will be listing other ones coming up very soon, perhaps tomorrow or next week. Undivided back here. That's a great advertising card by this specific hotel in Naples, Italy. That's a scarce card. Yeah, there's a very nice view. This card has a crease, but this is a very rare card here for sure. Overprinted with the name of this specific business right there. That's very nice. And there's Ischia, the island. Isola d'Ischia. There we are. Okay, and there's a panoramic of Venice. And there's greetings from Switzerland. Ah, yes, these are very nice cards right here. Yep, very nicely printed cards. Yep. And then we've got this one, the Isle of Wight. And then we've got, there's Karlsruhe and Central America. Oh, look at that little map down there, that ocean liner and the people there. Ha! Okay. This is interesting. This is like a local, some kind of a radio card from the 40s with maps on it. Okay, now I think we go to this orientation like so. And let me now just look at this. That's a great card right there. Undivided back, that's early. That's probably like the first 10 years of the 20th century. This is a nice card too, very nice card. This is nice. Yeah, a little bit of damage at the bottom. But undivided back, early card, quite scarce. This is hand colored. Look at that globe with hand color. This person playing Napoleon. Huh, that's great. That's a scarce card right here, one of a kind maybe. Just an actual original photograph of this child over a globe from Carlton Dry Goods of St. Louis. Undivided back, 1907. Right there's the postmark. Yep. And that's a great card. I think that was made into a poster as well. Here is a very scarce card. Looks to be for Denmark or Copenhagen, yeah. And here is, oh, that's a very nice color printed card. And, look at that. Look at that. It's an advertising card from Luxembourg. And here's this one. And that one is a very nice Italian card, undivided back, so very early. And then we've got this. This is nice, little plan with a view. We've got some of these river type with scenes on coming down the river, like so in Germany. Here's this one. This is probably one of the latest cards, but still probably from the 40s, I think, or 50s. And here's a very nice pictorial one that's early, probably 1910 or 15. There's 100 cards in this batch, perhaps 2 or 3 duplicates at most, but virtually all are different. You've seen every single one of them. That's a great little card. Yeah, that could be from the 50s. And they are available now as one single lot online from me, Brian DeMambro.